This is Grace with Graceful Living. Today we have a special guest, Shelli Gardner, who has treated her rheumatoid arthritis with lifestyle changes.
Okay, so when I first was diagnosed with rheumatoid, I hurt just about everywhere, but particularly my knees and my feet and my hands. To do breathing exercise, I couldn't even sit like this, and I definitely couldn't open up my legs and put my hips all the way down onto the mat, and now I can do that. When I did finally go to a rheumatologist, he tried to get me on methotrexate. I filled the prescription but never took it. And just started really eating well and practicing yoga again. And I am not on medication. But one of the other poses that I really struggled with was head to knee. My fingers hurt so bad, they were so swollen that I couldn't grip underneath my foot. But now, of course, it's not difficult. I have read several books. The first one that really caught my attention was the China study, talking about the plant-based diet. So I've really cut back on processed and meat and just gone to kind of clean, simple, plant-based, pretty much fruits and vegetables, more on the vegetables than the fruits, and legumes and whole grains. Where my wrists were extremely tight, my hands were swollen, and so when I would get down on the floor and do some of the poses, I could not get my hands underneath my body at all, much less be able to lift the leg or anything like that because it hurts so bad. And now it actually feels really good to be able to do these poses and feel the blood circulating, and I'm so much more limber than I ever was. When I first started to exercise after I was diagnosed, it was very, very painful, and I felt like I shouldn't exercise because maybe that was doing more damage. And then once I realized what it was that I had, I knew I needed to exercise, and how I did that was just slowly but surely. It definitely takes time when you're hurting so badly to get past that stage. You just have to be patient with yourself and know that every day you make a little tiny bit of progress, and that's good enough. Consistency is key with anything, with our diet, with our exercise. If I go on vacation or something and I don't practice, if I don't exercise, and it's a week, I feel it that next week. It's been a long time since I've had a flare, many, many months. But when I did have them, I was not paying attention to my diet. And I kind of would get out of practice and start eating not just sweet. I'd add in a little bit more meat, or I'd add in the fat, let it come in one bite at a time, and pretty soon you're having a whole meal of junk. And so if I'm careful, mostly with my diet, but then adding in the rest and the exercise, I haven't had a flare, and I don't plan to have one because I'm more disciplined now than I have been probably ever in my life. I have lots of family and friends who are on medication, and they've kind of resigned themselves to the fact that that's just the way it is. And they don't want to take the time and learn about eating healthy and exercise. It's not worth their time. While it's a challenge to make the change in lifestyle, it's so worth it. You feel better, you have more energy. It is a challenge. It's hard sometimes, but it's an opportunity and a blessing. And in the end, you hopefully will live longer, but definitely if you don't live longer, you're gonna live happier and healthier. And I just believe it's worth every effort that you make to eat healthier, to be healthier.
Thank you, Shelli, for sharing your positive experience with others. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Please go to graceinhawaii.com for more information.